All right, guys, what a fascinating result in Arizona. Jonathan Gannon is running a brilliant football scheme. I think that the Eagles are going to regret moving on from Jonathan Gannon. You look at Kyler Murray. He was incredible yesterday. If he could stay healthy, this is so exciting. Marvin Harrison splashed yesterday. James Conner was brilliant. The defense is good enough. You're now becoming an offensive-laden football team. Jonathan Gannon looks absolutely brilliant for hiring Drew Petzing. Jonathan Gannon continues to evolve, continues to get better and better. There's no panic in the guy. Everything's better after a win. And John Gannon, I just got to salute him, man. I mean, that was one of the best performances that I've seen in many, many years. That's one, when you look back, this is kind of the absolute breaking point. I think that this thing's going to turn up. I think that Arizona looks like a playoff roster. James Conner, Paris Johnson, I mean, they're hitting everywhere in the draft. I mean, Monty Ossenfort, Michael Bidwell's done a great job of hiring, and he's let Monty and John run the show. And I'm telling you that I think Bidwell's on an all-time heater right now. I think that this thing is ready to roll. Knock on wood for good health for the players going forward and for the coaches. And if you keep the on-field stuff, if you keep the culture really airtight, this football team should be an absolute playoff team this year. I think the NFC West can get in 3 playoff teams this year. That's how good it is. I think that this division is absolutely stacked, and that's the only thing maybe going against the Cardinals is that you have Sean McVay or you have Kyle Shanahan, Mike McDonald. Seattle's looking great. Seattle can win games in multiple ways. Seattle can win it in a shootout, or Seattle can win it playing great defense. Seattle has a stacked roster with a great GM. San Francisco is the standard in the National Football League with Kyle Shanahan. They should have maybe won the Super Bowl last year. They've gotten like 5 NFC championships. Sean McVay's a portal team. Sean McVay had one great year. He built it with Jared Goff, but Sean McVay's kind of on the downside of his tenure in L.A. You saw yesterday that the Rams don't really have any depth. They don't play with any physicality. They're a soft football team. And Sean McVay contemplating retirement, and you could see why. I mean, the team is basically a transfer portal roster. Les Snead has not built any semblance of a football team. They've basically sold their soul for those championships, and now they didn't build a sustainable brand or a product. This team's in for a really long year. I could see the Rams winning like 4 games. I could see just a disaster year, and they've been trending down every year. They're a top-heavy team with a quarterback, a couple wide receivers, but they don't have any line play. You know, they don't have any defense at all. Their defensive hires are just not good. Their defensive staff is lacking sincerely. They're just getting schooled in every single facet of the game of football. And I guess that's what you build in LA a lot of times. You know, you want to build a flashy product, but the Chargers, maybe they're proving that in LA you could build sustainability. I think it's more fun to watch your team every year be able to compete than watch your team lose in that fashion. But this defense is going to get there. I think that Jonathan Gannon's doing great with the pieces that they have. You got Kyler Murray. You got Greg Dortch. Trey McBride looks like an absolute stud. What a draft pick that was. Maybe that was the previous regime. That is an unbelievable draft pick. This offense looks fantastic. The Cardinals look like the next team that can really emerge. You add a couple of defensive pieces to this roster. Unfortunately, you have to go up against Mike McDonald, but maybe Kyler Murray now entering his prime. Maybe Kyler can be that guy. That contract looks actually really good for the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, man. What a game. I know it's week 2, but wow. Just wowed. Kyler Murray's just improved so much. He's now playing under control. He's taking what the defense gives him. He's more accurate. The arm strength is better. He's just becoming a better quarterback. And I didn't see this leap from Kyler, but at every level, he's honestly surprised me. At Texas A&M, I thought that he was just going to be an all right college quarterback. Goes to Oklahoma and is unbelievable. In the NFL, I thought, okay, he's doing all right with Cliff Kingsbury, but I don't see the superstar potential. And yesterday he showed it. And that was an absolutely just brilliant performance. Arizona's there. The Rams, they're a transfer portal club. That's what they are. They're a transfer portal team. They are the Colorado of the NFL. They, put it this way, guys, they don't have a sustainable brand. They don't. They won one championship. Sean McVay, he doesn't know how to build sustainable football.